Would you like your pantry to be absolutely clutter free forever? Here's how you do it in just 3 easy steps. Now, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to divide your pantry into different sections. And in each of those sections, you're going to have a category for the type of food that you have in that section or that you're going to put there. For example, you may have all your bacon ingredients in one section. You may have all pasta in another section. Now, it can be as many sections as you want. It could be a whole shelf if you need just a whole shelf as a section as well. And the number of sections is completely up to you. It depends on how big your pantry is and how many items you actually have. And so you need to have every item has to have a category and go into a section. And so you have to decide, is there a borderline item that you're not sure, but you still have to have it in some sort of category. And this is going to help you that when you go to your pantry, you know exactly where something should be and exactly where you should put something. And so it's going to make it very easy to look in your pantry and see if something is not there, or you're out of something, or getting low or something, or if you are just have a whole bunch of surplus or something. And now another advantage of going through this whole process, as you go through it, you'll know exactly what you have in your pantry, and you can determine from there, okay, how big of a section do I actually need? And then what do I plan to actually buy to come into this section? And then how much space do I need for that as well? Now, the other thing about this is if you do need to put labels on your different sections, then that's up to you. You can use labels if you think, hey, I won't remember which section is which, and I'll just need the label to remind me. And I know that might seem like a lot of information, but I'm trying to cover the questions that people might have as well. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go in your pantry and look and see if you have any expired food. If you do, go ahead and throw that out. And also, you want to look for things that you may have been able to eat before that you can't eat now. And that's just because, like, if you've got a new diet or you're just trying to start something new, a different way of eating or whatever, then you want to look through and make sure that that stuff is not in your pantry. And one of the main reasons you want to do this is because all that stuff takes up space, and you want to free up space because the less things you have in your pantry, the less cluttered it's going to look. And so what you want to do is you want to get rid of all that stuff and only keep the good stuff that you actually need in your pantry. And now the next thing that you need to do is to put as many things as you can in a clear container that it makes sense to have in a clear container. And the reason is because of the fact that you can see exactly what is inside a clear container. So even if you're a few feet away or you're going into your pantry, you're kind of looking around trying to figure out, okay, I'm not sure what section this is still in. And so you can look around and find it very quickly and easily. Now, the other thing about this is it's going to get rid of a lot of boxes and things you can't see through as well, because as soon as you put this stuff in a clear container, you can actually throw out the box. You don't need it anymore. And so the good thing about that is it's going to free up space in your pantry to make sure that you have space for all the other things you want to be in there or that you need to be in there. And so that's going to help make your pantry look less cluttered. And it's also going to make it look more organized as well, because you'll have uniform clear containers in most cases. And so that's going to look a lot neater for you as well. And another great benefit about using clear containers in your pantry is you know exactly how much you have of something left. So you can tell if you're running really low, or maybe you have a lot of something that you don't need to order anymore or go to the store for anymore. And another benefit is that they come in all different shapes and sizes. So no matter what kind of pantry you have, you can find some that fit inside your pantry that will help you keep it organized and clutter-free. And you can use clear containers without any labels, but if you need a label, then don't be afraid to put a label on there. Or if you have a permanent marker, you can just write on the container itself, and that's going to help you recognize as well and give you a quick reminder. If you have mason jars lying around somewhere, you can use those. They're made of glass, they're easy to see through, and they generally have a top that has a pretty good seal on it. And so those make great clear containers as well. You just have to deal with what size of mason jar you have and figure out how you can get those in your different sections. And now if you are going to go out and buy some clear containers, I do have some that I recommend. The links are in the description. Now this video is only part of the process. I do have another video that gives you 8 ways to organize in 1 minute. They each take a minute or less. And you can watch that video right here.